but this is like
strawberries. Oh, they got those sugar
Paul
coating
Berry.
on them.
So guys, what are we going to talk about?
I went to Superdrug and got like hair growth sweets.
There's
Yeah,
hair growth sweets?
Well, it's like vitamin B, vitamin D or whatever it is.
Right, the right vitamins.
Yeah, so that's bullshit.
Mate, a bad choice. I got probably stuck in your teeth. Sorry. Let's go.
That's alright. Thank you guys for coming on the show. This is the first time doing it with 3 mics, so things will definitely go wrong. This episode, I want to talk about theories and conspiracies and what else?
Can I fuck it up as well by doing like every now and then I'm just going to go and just look at all these different cameras.
I feel like a Z-list celebrity.
You are a Z-list if you truly believe it.
What is a Z-list celebrity? Like who?
It's like
is that Dean
very
Gaffney?
like niche,
reality
yeah.
TV show.
They're not really.
I feel like Joe Rogan's invited someone on that he doesn't really know, but he's like heard through the grapevine that's doing good things. So he's like, I'll just get him some.
Yeah. He wrote a book about hair treatment gummies.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Can grow your hair back.
You actually, why'd you buy that? Just
because he's losing his hair, boy.
did you know? Like, did
Banter.
you not buy it as in like?
Yeah, I was like,
try it out,
I was like, I'm losing my hair. Like, what can I do?
Imagine if it doesn't fucking grow your hair on your head and you just get like a really hairy arse. Just fucking ponytail the arse.
The only thing that's filled out is like my beard. Like
that's alright, that's a bonus, because when you lose, a bald head looks better with a
beard.
beard.
A bit of both,
yeah.
Or if it just goes in one patch,
I
so
think
the
you
rest
just get
goes
creams.
bald, but you got a really nice tuft.
tufted.
Vickers tuft.
Yeah, who knows?
So, first question: is COVID real? I was talking to some guy, and he's just like, "Do you believe in all this?" Saying guy was one of my neighbours. He's like, "Do you believe in all this?" I was like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "How you been?" And I was like, "Yeah, good."
The guy below you that you just fucked was laying underneath you.
You know, he's fucking loud.
How do you feel about
this
COVID,
guy,
babe?
he watches TV like 2:30 in the morning.
Oh yeah, he definitely doesn't believe it's real.
Oh,
if
yeah.
he's watching like the news at 3 in the morning, he's a fucking.
But yeah, he was just
I definitely believe it's real, but like,
no, of course,
I have a very distinct lack of trust in any media or anything you see on Facebook, anything you see in the papers.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like, we'll never know what's actually true in terms of statistics because papers and the internet just pump out shite.
Yeah.
True. But is it wrong for people to not believe it's real, you reckon?
I think whether you believe it or not, it's real. The majority of people, like, it's a thing. I think just. It's not fucking effort to just put a mask on when you go in a shop. If you believe it or not, just for the sake of be a good human being
like,
and just
it's
put
not
other
a bad
people
idea
at ease.
anyway. They do it in some places anyway. Like even just stop spreading a common cold. If you're feeling a bit poorly, stick a mask on, mate.
That's what I was saying. This is probably the healthiest everyone's been.
No one's trying to take away your freedom. Just fucking stick a mask on when you pop into Peacocks and then take it off when you come out. Like
I don't want to smell your fucking dirty breath anyway.
Yeah.
Like just put a mask on.
Yeah, and especially on like the morning commute. Like luckily I don't have to. But like you get on the trains. And you're all like shoved in together. Obviously, I know not really at the moment. Yeah. But like, fucking coffee breath, like morning breath. Like, no one needs that. Just stick a mask on.
Yeah, especially when you're commuting, man. Like in that train, when someone's just standing. Like, I'm a short guy, man. So everyone's taller than me, and I'm just standing there, and some guy's just breathing, looking at his phone.
Or like, he's like this, and your face is right in his armpit.
Yeah. The worst is when you're on the tube and you have that cough, and you kind of go.
Yeah.
You're trying to hold it in, like don't cough.
Yeah. Or like you feel a sneeze coming on, so you're like, trying to rub it out, like. Yeah.
Mate, that happened the other day. I went to the dentist and I had a sneeze coming the whole time, and I was like,
as he's operating on your mouth, like.
Well, it was close, and I was like, oh fuck. All you can think of now is a cough and a sneeze is now just like old people look at you like you're fucking Grim Reaper. It's like it's just a cough. People cough all the time, and now I feel guilty for just having a cough.
Yeah.
We've been going out to like bars like quite like regularly through since it's been.
Who's we?
Like me and Mrs. like me and a couple of mates and that.
Yeah.
And like the way they do it now is actually almost better. You don't get crowding at the bars. Like
mate.
They get tables. You get better service. People are more like socially respectful to others.
They are, but I feel like when drinks are involved, they just kind of forget about everything and they start like.
Yeah, but the end of the night's completely different to the start of the night. Did you see that thing of Arsenal yesterday? Just at Box Park, they all fucking throwing the beers around and just fucking hugging.
I know. I've only had one incident, like for the first time we walked down Eltham High Street a couple of weeks ago to like see what bars they had, and we walked past this place. We were trying to find something to watch. Arsenal, I think it was Arsenal. I think it was Arsenal Chelsea, but in the league a couple of weeks ago. And we walked past this pub, and like this guy, like bald, Fred Perry, like straight, like like in his 40s. You all right, mate? Snowy. Welcome to the draft. Like, and he's like grabbing me and like hugging me and stuff. I'm like, mate, like, where have you been for the last 3 months? He was like, this is a Millwall pub. If you come down here years ago, I would have stabbed you by now. I'm like, I just want someone to watch the game, old boy. Like,
some people just, I mean, you feel rude to not even shake that. Like, even earlier when I said hi to you, I shook your hand, but then it's rude if I didn't.
Yeah, I know. But if you said to me, no,
is it rude?
If you said to me, no, I'll be like, oh, no. It's not
Yeah,
Did you find it offensive?
No.
At the work party yesterday, there was a lot of like, some people were hugging and kissing, but they had seen each other before, and I was like, oh, am I rude? And it was just a lot of these and this and that.
It's better than some skinhead Millwall fan from Bermondsey called Snowy. Like,
what, his name was Snowy?
Yeah, he was like, I'm Snowy, you can call me Mark.
I thought he was calling you Snowy. I wonder what his real name is.
Mark. My name's Mark, but you can call me Snowy.
Oh.
Like Millwall tattoo on his arm, like
them ones.
Oh, come on, bro.
To be fair, if he said to me, if it was 40 years ago, I would have stabbed you, I'd have been like, well, it's not, and I'm going to stab you. Like, the thing with the mask thing, it's like, I get it, but it's just a ploy now for people who were vulnerable and feeling unsafe going out. It's just a reason for them to go and pump money into the economy, and I think that's a bit shitty still in itself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, I think like Boris is just shadowing what other countries are doing, but he's doing
is
it
he
like
shadowing.
He's like looking at what other countries doing and then doing it 2 weeks later.
Yeah, he's fucked up, man, big time.
But where did this?
He's a big fucking plum.
Where did it all come? Where did it all come from there? Because they say it's a man-made disease. I mean, where would it?
Well, it came from bats, didn't it? It was like all the fucking. That's what they say. Then they say they had it in a lab, and I don't know. That's the thing. You got such an age of false information that you just fucking don't know.
I think with viruses, like it's hard to treat because a virus learns and adapts to the antibodies that you feed it.
Clever as fuck, though, isn't it? Like that's mad that we are literally like weak.
Humans, man, like we could literally do anything. Like us three. I was just thinking, like, the owner of Facebook, if we actually learned how to do everything, we could do it. And that's what freaks me out. I look at a doctor and I think, I could do your job. Everyone can do everything. And I don't know why that freaks me out.
Yeah, it's the breaking.
You've got the whole capability of doing it.
Yeah. It's just putting in the time and effort and dedication and things. But then you have so many factors that play into that, like environment and things like that. But
there are some things you could not do though, like.
Like what?
We're never going to be able to run as fast as like Usain Bolt, for example.
Yeah, well, how do you?
But you could have done.
Yeah, but could I?
If you had trained from a young age and dedicated your life to running,
and people still can't beat him.
Yeah, so there's a genetics as well, and
there's
fucking
hundreds of people that like compete for that one race in the Olympics, the 100 meters, or like thousands probably, that can't beat that one dude. Like.
There will, but the thing is though, there will be the minute mile people, or is it the 5 minute mile? I don't know what I think it maybe is the 5. Oh, fuck knows what it is. Yeah. But no one had done it, and then one geezer did it, and now fucking hundreds of thousands of people, even kids, have done it. It's like one of those things where it's like, until it's proven possible, that's when people go, okay, so it is possible, and then a bit of their brain switches and goes, okay, it's achievable, and then they work. Like at the moment, no one's beating Usain Bolt, but there's going to be a kid that watches him and goes, fuck me, I want to be faster than him, and spend his whole life training and doing this and that, and he'd get beaten big time.
Yeah, I'm not saying he won't be beaten. I'm saying not everyone.
Not everyone. Everyone has their limitations and stuff.
If a million people were trained from a young age with the same training, there would be someone that's better. Like,
do you sometimes worry,
like
think about what talent you have that someone else don't? Because I feel like every single person in the world can do everything I can. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I've got anything special. It sounds shit, but like I'm just thinking, like, what is everyone's hidden thing that no one else can do?
I can't show you on camera.
I don't think such a thing exists, man. I know what you're saying. Like.
But then it comes down to uniqueness, doesn't it? It comes down to your own personal spin on it. Like, everyone can make fucking movies, but no one can make the movies the same as the next man. Do you know what I mean? Like, it depends on. I can do exactly the same shots and learn exactly the same techniques, but it's your own personal spin on it.
It's like your own creativity, innit?
Changes it up. Yeah, that's like doctors. They all know the same thing, but this guy does it a certain way because of his own sort of personal
ambition and skills. And
I always see news about Jeff. What's his name? The guy that owns
Bezos.
Yeah. Was it? How does it say?
Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Or Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy.
Jeff billionaire, big boy.
I was looking at him thinking, wow, like you literally just done everything at the right time. rightly. Like, are you actually that?
For every one of him, there's millions that didn't make it.
Yeah.
So don't be too hard on yourself, man.
No. I mean, I don't.
There was a thing I can't remember the exact numbers, but I think if supposedly when Jesus Christ was born, if you believe that, if you spent I think £100,000 a week up until now, you still wouldn't have spent Jeff Bezos' money. And if you spent £1 million a day, I think it'd take like 460 years to spend it all.
A whole lot of money, man.
Well,
but there's so much more he could do. Like, he could end like fucking child poverty.
Oh yeah, mate. That's only like I think it was like 300
Yeah.
or 3 billion a year or something like that. Something really low number.
He's
Yeah.
making that a week. Like, mate, come on. No one needs to be a multi-billionaire.
Talk about the questions I got.
Go for
That
it.
will lead us.
I dare you to eat this fucking proper
Oh,
melty.
mate,
Go
that-
on, eat it,
not
mush
even
it
that.
in.
Do it like a fruit. Open the top and then
Yeah.
just like...
At the end, we'll get a little bit horny.
Oh. Do you ever used to do it like, you nibble each corner off a penguin and then suck up the tea through the penguin and then like, as it's melted, just like...
No,
No,
what
no
the
penguins,
fuck?
like-
No, I liked girls when I was younger. Innit?
First question, yeah. Flat Earth theory. What do you think about that? Do you mean is it any chance of it being believable at all?
For me, nah. Like, there was a geezer in the battle rap scene, and he's like a flat earther, and they did a debate recently on Lad Bible with him and a scientist really, and he had all these that's the thing. You can find fucking evidence for anything you want to believe in. Do you know what I mean? You can spin it. Yeah, exactly. And I just think, mate, we've got enough. Like, yeah, we've never been to space. Yeah, we've never seen this and that. But it's like we have people. Not everyone is fucking lying to you. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not that big of a fucking deal. Like, and even if it is a flat Earth, what difference does it make? Yeah, like, what the fuck? Like, what do we had from that? What's the point of them lying about that?
Yeah, and even if you did believe it, what's wrong with believing it? Why?
Yeah, believe what you want.
Yeah.
But I'll choose to believe a billion scientists that believe it's round than a bunch of conspiracy theorists that think it's flat.
But then it's a case of as well. It's like, okay, you believe it's fat. You're trying to convince me. But again, why?
Did you see that?
How's my life gonna change
But I
from
guess you
this?
could say that to religion as well. Like, all right, he's a Christian and the other guy's a Muslim. What's that going to change my life?
But with religion, it's like, yeah, I'm an atheist,
It's a
but
different
it's a
kind of
thing
fish,
you
innit?
can't really prove what happens after you die. But there's somewhat, if we like to say, not hard evidence because I've never seen it, but there's proof of what looks like proof
Science
that
is
it's
just
around
a
Earth.
proof-based subject. It's like
Yeah.
we find things and we prove whether or not it's real. Like,
And then it's like, well, if there is the Earth flat, then I'd like to know the theories of what the fuck is the universe? Like, where are we? Are we in that fucking Truman Show sort of bullshit, or like, why is it flat? What's the point? It makes no logical sense to me.
believe what you want, man.
But
You
why is it
see
circle?
their campaign though? It's like we have flat Earth believers all around the globe.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, you might want to have a look at
took me a
your.
while to understand that. I was like, wow, that's a joke.
Have a look at your advertisement department, mate.
Well, that's the thing. It's like people just, as you said, you can sway evidence. I can bring my kid up and just feed him lies.
Yeah.
What if his first words were "Flat Earth, Daddy"?
Daddy.
Well, then my mum brought me up to be a good Muslim. You know, don't eat pork and stuff. And I asked her, why can't I eat pork? And she's like, it's dirty. And I was like, why isn't a cow dirty? And she's like, because they eat grass. And I was like,
It's like a typical kid, like why?
Yeah, why?
A lot of people I know don't eat pork because it's dirty, not even religious.
yeah, not
It's
even religious
just-
thing. Yeah, I mean, I heard it's dirty, which is fair enough. But then I was still questioning it, like, alright, I kept questioning things like, well, Adam and Eve, and she's like, no, that's not real. And I was like, oh, you know what? There's a lot of things that doesn't make sense to me, and for me to just be like, alright, I'm not going to believe in the religion that I've been brought up to believe in, only because I don't want to believe in it. Why should I force myself to believe in it?
And it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I think
I still respect.
Yeah,
the whole religion.
I'm envious of people who do have a religion or faith.
Yeah,
Because there's that comfort in there, and you live your life in a certain way. Obviously, it's strict to certain rules, but like having that faith of something will happen after you die
I'd love that.
is nice.
There's a lot of good things about it. Like it teaches good morals, but you don't
Yeah.
have to use religion to teach good morals. But I know that most of society is based on like religious morals because they are good morals.
Yeah.
But everyone should have good morals anyway.
No, that's it, man.
Moral-
But then a
moral
lot of
morals.
things, like for example, a lot of it's bad, man. It causes a lot of bad. I don't think itself is bad. I think it's used as a reason to do bad. Like, for example, in the, again, dates, I'm not very good, but early 1800s, when they're building the cathedrals, in England, I think they needed more money to build them because people were starting to lose their faith and religion, and they wanted to get more people and more money into the church, into the cathedrals. So I think there was maybe it was a lot earlier. 1800s was probably early, but like there's the Crusades, right? That was used as an excuse, like a religious war, but really it was just fucking take over land and shit like that. But like the priests invented like purgatory, so it's like they would be like, oh, you're just robbed. Someone's died in your family, Jack. Please, I'm a priest. Yeah. Right now, what do you want me to do? Can you want me to pray for him?
Yeah, can you pray for my mum? She's gonna die, and
I can pray for your mum.
We've got a family of starving children that need feeding, and I can't.
Yeah.
I can't feed them all my own.
And she's dead. Your mum's dead.
Can you pick someone else? Why you gotta pick your mum?
Is your mum dead?
We're talking about 1800s, mate. My mum and
Well, I think it was earlier. I don't want to. My dates are not very good. So your mum's dead. Yeah, she's.
Yeah.
Do you think she's in heaven?
I don't know what to believe.
Well, actually, I can tell you for a fact now that your mum isn't in heaven, but she's not in hell. Okay. But I will pray hard. She's in limbo, purgatory. Yeah, she's in purgatory at the moment. So I need you to give me more money, and I'll pray extra hard to get her out of purgatory to heaven.
Can you give me my land and I will.
Yeah, if you give me more money, I guarantee she'll be in heaven because I'm going to pray.
I'll grind my fingers to the bone for you, sir.
And boom, money for cathedral, and that's same purgatory.
This guy's lying.
Yeah.
There's only one God.
And I'm saying, okay, well, we're going to send our people out to your land, and we're going to teach you Christianity and conquer you. We're going to break down your education system. We're going to fucking force feed this into you.
Alright, and I'll be like, alright, I'd like to see you try. And then you do it.
Yeah.
And then
boom.
Boom.
And there I am.
Could bring my mate Wellington over. He's going to give you a damn good hiding. And he's going to pretend that he's a hero. So.
Oh, give me. Oh, I've just gone back. Sorry. Yeah, thanks for the money. That was really helpful. I prayed extra hard for your mum.
I'm a dumb, gullible farmer that's never had an education.
Your mum's actually in hell.
Oh.
Yeah. I prayed really hard. The money didn't work.
So
maybe have a bit more money, and
I'll believe you again because you're a priest. So
I'll get her back to purgatory.
I'll do it for less money. Oh. And there's only one God, and it's always going to be guaranteed in heaven.
Oh. Yeah.
Sick.
I'll babysit your kids.
But yeah, thanks for that question, Flat Earth. It was, I don't know.
Bullshit, basically.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
For me, I believe certain things because of the reputation of other people. But like, until I see it myself, I will always be.
There is evidence of it being round.
Yeah, there's 100% like.
There's satellites all around the Earth.
Yeah. But still, I've never been up there, so I can never 100%
but
say.
It's more conclusive than.
Yeah. It's more.
Oh, so have they 100% said it's not real? Haven't they crossed that off?
What?
No, there's no
flat earthers.
Yeah.
Bunch of sweaty nerds who think it's flat.
Yeah. But
or a million scientists who think it's round. I mean, who are you going to believe? Like.
But surely they just crossed it off the list. Like, yep, all right, we've got proof now. It's round.
No, because
flat Earth is like some new theory, isn't it?
Oh, fucking hell! I thought they actually like scientifically.
Well, it's not new, isn't it? That's what people thought the Earth was flat for like.
Yeah, but then it was proved wrong, and now people think that they know more than scientists.
Well, most of the places were discovered because they were trying to sail off the edge.
If someone like Brian Cox came out and was like, "We now know that the Earth is flat," I'd be like, "All right, Brian Cox is a proven physicist that studies this for a living." Like.
So this person asked a few, three, but we'll just go with one of them. So prehistoric animals still in the sea. Would you say that's like a true or a false thing? But there's no proof of that as well.
Are they saying they're still living from that time?
Yeah, I guess so.
Or it's just
it's
a species like.
Well, haven't we like discovered less of the sea than we have of space?
70% of it's unexplored.
Yeah. So fuck knows, mate.
Well, I guess crocodile's one of them, right?
Do you ever see talking to David Attenborough in the sea? You see those ones where they Blue Planet and shit, where they go deep into the water, and there's like the glow up, and it just looks like animation. You're just like, what the hell is this?
The little light on its head.
Well, there's just more in it, like plankton. They're just like bleep bleep.
Yeah.
It's like this does not look. I watch it and I just, again, my brain personally can't fathom
like blue
that
whales.
Shit.
Like there's barely any footage of blue whales, which is the biggest thing on Earth. Like, the ocean must be so vast if they're hiding in it. Do you know what I mean? They don't know how many they are. They don't know how old they are.
I saw this
I don't know how they breed or anything.
I saw this thing on YouTube. I think you've seen it as well. I think we spoke about this. They showed how deep actually like the ocean is. How far it could go. They were saying like further than the Twin Towers put together. Like just kept going. I don't know what the max is. Yeah, but yeah, miles and miles.
If you think of the diameter of the Earth, I mean, I know it stopped at some point where it starts getting to like rock and stuff, but it's gonna be things.
But I reckon there's definitely species like right down there.
Oh yeah, man. But then it's like, again, it's like, would they be? Because as they've gone down from what we know, they get smaller and more intricate and stuff, and they have like like you wouldn't need to be that big, that low down,
another
right?
world down there, though.
Well, like Atlantis.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
Somewhere that we can actually live, but we haven't been that far down to discover.
Sebastian and Ariel just fucking jamming about.
It could be.
There's no machines that
and also obviously there's like layers and layers of layers of like the Earth's core. Like shit could live in that as well.
There could even be a sky.
And we can't dig into it because it's too deep.
Like they were saying, like there's machines that can't even go down.
Yeah, there's not a tough enough substance on Earth
Yeah.
to make a drill bit out of that they can get through. Like
Because the pressure and stuff, innit?
Yeah, and like the strength of like how solid it is down there.
That's mad. There's so many things that still like no one knows yet, isn't it? And we're in 2020.
We can dig miles down.
Yeah.
And then we can't dig any further.
Yeah.
Back to the plot. Prehistoric animals. I think there's species that have come from prehistoric animals, like you say, like alligators and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, they've been around since fucking
You got them
times, haven't they?
No sharks as well. Do you know what I
How
mean?
could they live?
Survival of the fittest.
Yeah. Go on, crocodile.
Yeah, until we hunt it in to extinction.
Have you ever seen a crocodile in real life?
I went to Gatorland, which obviously now I know.
Where's that?
Was that in Miami?
No, it was in Florida.
Florida, simply.
Where it's one of them places, like, you just look at it and it's like, I look at it now, and it's a bit like that Tiger King shithole.
Yeah.
Where they just hold these animals hostage and get people to take pictures with them.
Did you ever go on one of those? I don't know what they're fucking called. I've always wanted to do it in Florida in the swamps. You know the big the boats with the fucking big fans?
What they call
You've
that
been on
place?
one?
What?
No.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
That's called the Everglades.
Everglades,
Oh,
yeah.
sick.
But the boats look, and they're just proper like...
Yeah, they're like something out of Vietnam, right?
Yeah.
Same person that asked that question
Go
asked
on.
about fake celeb deaths. Do you believe in that?
Oh, I was listening to a podcast with Ricky Wilson and Tony Blackburn. You know Ricky Wilson from Kaiser Chiefs.
Yeah.
And they do like it's called pop detectives. They do conspiracies and they're talking about
Wait, and who's the other geezer?
Ricky
Tony
Wilson-
Blackburn?
Tony Blackburn.
Yeah,
Mate, it's such a joke, like combination.
I've heard about this actually.
Yeah. And
Tony Blackburn.
they investigated Avril Lavigne's because Avril Lavigne's like one of the biggest ones.
Oh, it's the theory of the car crash. Oh, no,
they're
not
saying that she died
got
and they
replaced,
replaced her with
isn't it?
her body double.
Oh, because she looks like
She looks
doesn't
like
age.
she had a body double that would like supposedly that would do like media for her, or she'd be a decoy while she goes through backstage. She'll come through the front and do the pictures and stuff.
It's like Paul McCartney, isn't it? He was fucking
Is it?
died in a
Yeah.
car crash, apparently.
I don't believe in that.
Yeah,
I feel
no,
like
Paul
if someone's
McCartney.
died, they died. I don't think there's any
So, like,
fake.
all the conspiracists want is photo evidence with Avril Lavigne and this girl. She's called like Maria or something.
Yeah.
Together, but yeah, they won't do it.
What a cool idea for a podcast.
And do you know how she was like when we were like youngsters? She was like this young sort of punk rocker.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, overnight, she was doing like pop stuff like, "Oh, and the boyfriend." But she went proper Taylor Swift all of a sudden.
Yeah, but
It's
that's just breaking into the mainstream and
Yeah,
being
yeah.
told what to,
yeah.
to
So it's
produce.
like, is she just changing her image to go with
Like
the times,
Heady One.
or is she dead?
I don't think there's any fake. Like Michael Jackson's definitely dead. Tupac's dead.
What about like Elvis and stuff?
Yeah, they're
Elvis is dead, boy. Fucking.
died in the
But that's
toilet.
like one of the
drunk
conspiracies,
addict,
isn't it?
wasn't
Like, that there's a whole island of.
But do you believe? What do you think?
I
Do you think they're
I wouldn't
fake?
take away from some celebrities that they might want to fake their own death because they're sick of.
I think
Surely that's
I
not
think in
allowed.
again, I'm not very good. I can't remember if it's America or certain, but there's places where you can legally fake your death for up to so many years or so
Yeah.
many months.
And then what happens after?
I don't know. Again, I base knowledge everything. Just never dive deeper. I just read the titles.
Headlines.
Yeah. I can't think of anyone
But just surely
that I would assume is alive.
Michael Jackson, all them, like they're guaranteed dead. Like surely that it's illegal. Like people will be all over them if they were like.
Especially someone like MJ, like it's so much attention from the media. Like.
It's only illegal if you're avoiding tax, isn't it? If you just tell the fucking world you're dead and the news happen to report it, that's their problem, isn't it? It wouldn't be. It's not not illegal
No,
to.
but you'd be annoyed as well, especially for MJ. Like you die and then everyone's like, pedo. you want to be like, no, I'm not, mate.
Yeah, like what?
Oh yeah.
Come back and prove you're not, mate.
It's
Like,
all supposed to come out now because I'm dead.
Yeah, innit?
It's supposed to be innocent.
Yeah.
I died because of you guys.
Oh, and then Savile got away with it as well.
Yeah.
Oh, he's probably like MJ's like, no, it wasn't me. I'm just a bit disturbed. And Savile's just like,
I just like cuddles.
me. Yeah.
Oh, there's a documentary coming out about Savile actually.
Mate, the Louis Theroux one's good, but the one where he revisits
Yeah.
the old documentary and
Oh,
then
mate,
you
he's
see all the
gutted.
fucking
He's
creepy
like,
shit.
Louis was so gutted that he didn't spot it. Like,
But that's the thing, he was groomed, man. He was groomed, isn't it? Like, everyone that knew him was, like, groomed into just believing he was a certain guy. So do you think of a celebrity, can you think of a celebrity that you think might not be perfect?
Well, no, yeah, the only one I think they could be that Avril Lavigne. I just don't know.
But then again, it's like, what's the reasoning?
I don't believe it. I just think it's plausible.
Yeah. Again, you can find the evidence to believe. But it's like the Paul McCartney thing. Like, I don't believe it, but it's like a very believable thing when you've got the biggest band in the world and the lead singer dies. Well, we need to carry on getting this revenue, so I can put someone in place of him. Do you know?
How can they get a doppelganger that's as talented, who can play every instrument, that can write songs like this and the
What
other?
are the bloody? We were looking for you for years. Yeah. Well, just here in Liverpool as well.
Musicians always have stuff that's like unreleased, and it's just like they've got hundreds and hundreds.
Why didn't MJ he left loads of unreleased stuff for his kids to live
MJ owned this is again theories of like MJ owned the fucking rights to the Beatles. He owned. He paid like 400 million for certain rights for songs for Elvis Presley and that. And there's loads of videos of MJ at like small gigs saying like "fuck Sony," he's got one album to do and then he's outie. And then there's like I think he was.
Like that.
Huh? No, he didn't say fun. He was like, I've only got one more album left with Sony. It's the greatest hits with like 4 new tracks.
Then I got to have some kids.
I don't think he was a pedo, man. I don't think R. Kelly.
He's a very
R. Kelly was. I don't think MJ was, man. Again,
individual.
No, he hasn't been proven guilty. Do you know what I mean? I know he's dead, but there's been no apart from that fucking documentary where those kids. Like, fair enough, that could be thingy, but then like I could fucking just get a video of you saying, do you know what I mean?
MJ, but I do think he's a.
Nah, I
He'd have
can't.
loved you about 10, 20 years ago.
The reason R. Kelly, I don't listen to his music or nothing, but MJ, because of that. But I bang MJ all the time.
I mean,
his music is big.
That tune with the game he did was pretty sick. R. Kelly.
Nah, man, I can't back that because there's proof, there's evidence.
Like Lost Prophets, like.
Oh yeah, fuck that, man.
Mate, that's the best.
He's like the ultimate, isn't he? He's like fucking the top tier last boss.
Because of what they did. Like, I'm just thinking because if a music, who was I thinking of? Who died? What's his name? He's like a mumble rap guy. He died. What is he's got like tattoos on his face? Anyway, one of the guys basically. He apparently used to like abuse his missus, abuse his girlfriend and stuff, which is wrong, obviously. But if their music is good, like we don't need to like the person. Like, what if you like?
Well, no, it's the supporting of it, isn't it? That's what it is.
That's a problem, like.
You can't help to like something.
No, but it's like.
But like, if you buy the music, you're funding.
Yeah, I guess
it's like Jay-Z fucking did a load of fucking horrid shit back in the day, but that's because he had to. But he's not doing it now. Do you know what I mean? There's a change when you see a change in someone or aware of someone why someone was doing something. But when you're just a nasty person, when you're like R. Kelly, I ain't listening to your shit. Happy People's a fucking one of the best songs going, but I'm not listening to Happy People again.
So one of the things was, I don't really understand it, but I don't know if you guys do. Pizzagate.
Oh no, I don't. That's the whole Hillary Clinton thing and the paedophile rings and that.
What?
And it's been debunked,
Why is it called Pizzagate?
Because they all met in a certain pizza shop to debate things like that. But that's one of those things that have been debunked. Like, don't get me wrong. Yes, I probably believe they're involved in some sort of shit, but I don't really know too much about it, man. But I know a lot of
never heard of it.
Shit. Fucking, I don't care about Pizzagate.
Pizzagate sounds like something silly, like me ordering 20 pizzas to Bill's house. And not paying for them. It
was only a couple of years ago that I realised. I wondered why everything was something gate. I was like, why do they all call that? Because like the investigate thing, and it's like.
Shit!
I think so. I think that's what it is. It makes sense. Yeah, if I remember right. Again, base knowledge.
Yeah, I never thought of that.
Watergate.
I thought she meant like just like I don't know, Garden pizza or some shit. I believe there is aliens, but I don't think they've visited Earth.
Or they're here living among us.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe.
Oh, mate, there's fucking. What are the odds of us?
Well, people think Elon Musk's an alien, don't they? Like,
nah, he's just
Mark Zuckerberg looks like a robot, doesn't he?
Yeah.
See, he's like drinking the water, like.
But when you're that smart, though, you'd act weird.
Well, when you're doing that much wrong, you'd probably act weird as well.
You know that any minute they're gonna fucking catch you up.
Yeah. This is why I don't trust Elon Musk, because he had a hair transplant. Like, this guy right here is eating the gummies. I rate that. That's trying to, but you wouldn't go and get a new head.
Gummies.
Well, I would exactly go and get a new hair transplant if mine was suffering.
I couldn't. I don't trust him.
I don't trust Elon
Musk.
No, man, he's my guy. Unless there's like some.
Well, I did look into like the Turkish like hair thingy.
Oh,
Mate, the guy who used to PT me had his done in Turkey.
Yeah, but you have to have it done every couple of years.
Yeah,
and
that's the
I ain't got
thing.
£2,000 to spend every couple
They
of years.
shaved his head. They had to put all like little fucking things.
Yeah, you can do that one where you have like a toupee basically, but that is...
Oh no, it had to grow through.
Yeah,
But you had to completely go.
Real hair. They basically just inject real hair in.
Yeah.
Like then it keeps growing like a normal hair.
You weren't allowed to wear a hat.
What I could do is get like a hairline tattooed, so it looks like when you had a buzz cut, and then just spick my hair every day.
What Theo Von did was he took hair from the back of his neck and put them more in the front.
Oh, I didn't realise they had a receding.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't, but yeah, that's what he did. He took like the hairs that no one will see and just put them here, and like it took like a month or something to get.
I'm not at that point yet.
We will be when the sun beating down on him.
Yeah. it does get my nerves sometimes. Like I don't want to lose my hair, but I am. So like I've just got to grow up and take it.
Worse than what it actually is.
But that's what happens when it's you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, I don't know how we got to that conversation.
UFOs.
Oh, we cut that out nicely. But yeah, no. What do you believe in UFOs or aliens?
Again, my mind is open because the universe is so vast.
Yeah, 100%. The thing is, I don't get people that don't believe in that. How can you be so narrow-minded that think Earth is the only place that they hold?
Yeah, what a scary concept that if we are.
We're like,
and we're destroying it. Yeah.
What a load of old
We're actually destroying our world, yeah.
We're worse than Corona.
Man.
Corona's actually been a blessing.
It's just a mechanism for the planet to.
I'm glad you mentioned that, actually.
Regenerate.
I was thinking about that. Corona was like, I feel like it got to a point in my life. So this is like probably a different topic. I'll cut out nicely. But yeah, I feel like it got to a point in my life where I felt overwhelmed with everything around me. Friends, job, this, and just like what I'm promising people, family. I feel like it got way too much. And then the pandemic happened. They said stay indoors. That was like, I literally thought about this last week, and I thought that was a blessing. I needed that.
Oh, it's the opposite for me.
Really?
But at first, yeah.
Actually, yeah, at first
it was
you
just
were struggling,
overwhelming and shit, and then it was like a
you
fact
had like
of,
newborn and everything.
Yeah, but then it's a fact of I just realised it's again the mind state changes sometimes, but then it's just a fact of don't really fucking matter, mate.
Yeah.
Do what you fucking makes you happy, innit? Don't really
But
matter
so
at the
easy
end
said
of the
than
fucking
done,
day.
though, man. Like when you're at the moment, like that was a perfect blessing for me. Like I needed a break from the gym. I needed a break from so much, and that was the pause that I needed in my life. I don't know how long this is gonna go on for, but me, I mean, before I was quite panicking. I mean, at the time when it all happened, I think I was talking to you. I was just like, "Fuck, this is."
Because we had a podcast booked, didn't we?
Yeah, and we had to cancel that.
And that was early days.
That was early days. And yeah, and at the time, that I was like, fuck, this is getting intense, man. I'm getting quite scared. But thinking about it, that was the pause I definitely needed in my life. I mean, you was buying a house and everything, and you were quite stressed.
Like a week before, because you know, like quite a big drinker or whatever. Like it was.
You are, did you say?
Yeah, like it was quite.
I mean,
I needed a break from that,
yeah.
and I said to myself, right, I'm gonna maybe 2 weeks not going to the pub, and then 3 months in, obviously I couldn't, so like.
Yeah.
Just drank at home.
Yeah, just drank at home. Yeah, but I saved. Like, yeah, it was good for me. I saved loads of money. Like, it was good timing moving into the flat. Obviously, I didn't see social for ages, but then it was good.
But you was working as well, though.
Yeah, I was working for it,
thing,
so I was busy. And like when we finally saw each other, it's been better than ever. So.
Yeah. It's nice, man.
But yeah, like there's gonna be silver linings. Like.
How about you? Do you feel like you got to a point now where you just accept it and this is it?
No, I just don't care.
Yeah.
I don't even try and think about it anymore. I just think this is how it is.
Yeah.
Do what you can
it's
in
funny
that situation.
how quickly everyone just adapts to it. And like, this isn't a new.
That's beautiful.
Well, that's the thing. That's what I don't want. Is if 5 years down the line we're still like this and we've forgotten.
That's what it's going to be. I feel like this is the new norm.
Control system.
There is going to be a control system. We're going to have to wear masks. This is the new norm, I reckon. This is it.
Things are right now. Like I said, I've been out, went to a restaurant last night.
But it's not the same, is it?
It's not the same.
Gone
It's
back
fucking hot, man. The barriers make it so hot.
Yeah, but there was shit about things before, like.
I prefer it.
Yeah.
I'll get service.
Yeah, but you're on about just the table service.
Yeah.
Not meeting, not being able to travel the world,
Hugging
not being able to see
people.
family.
Yeah, no, but like we'll get there. Do you know what I mean? No, we've got.
As much as we don't know we'll get there. What's the deal with the Bermuda Triangle? Do we believe it or not? Do you know about the did I say it right?
Bermuda Triangle.
Bermuda Triangle. Yeah, do you guys know about it?
Yeah.
It's like near, I think, Mexico. I think I flew over it when I was going to Mexico and it freaked me out. I hate flying anyway, that I realised recently.
Yeah, it's an actual physical thing. It's
What's
a point
weird
at
about
the Earth. a little point in the earth where there's extreme weather ecosystems. So
it's just a weather.
just
like magnetism and shit.
Yeah,
like
you
get things disappear.
there's a place on Earth in the ocean that there's no wind at all because that's where it sort of stems from. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
There's a place on Earth where you can lean forward and like not fall as well. So.
Is that where they shot the smooth criminal? Yeah, mate, it's a thing.
No,
yeah,
how is it a thing?
Because it's a sign, like that is a part.
Can it
as
disappear,
Jack
though?
just explained.
Yeah, it's like extreme weather's in there, like tornadoes and.
They don't just disappear, do they?
They
just haven't been found. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, because they've been sucked in by a tornado and like it's supposed
at the
to
moment it's
the
disappeared.
They didn't find the Malaysian plane, and that was nowhere near the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah. When the plane goes into the ground, it's going at such a speed it buries itself right down there, like the one that went down near the Pentagon. Like it goes through like such speed. Like it buries itself, like you know.
I don't know, man. The fact that they're not finding anything.
So if that's gone in the forest, and then things are just falling back over.
If I fucking threw a penny, fucking into it, you're not gonna find that. Different size, but things just.
Nah, I mean
scale, mate.
I feel like I don't know. There's so many.
They haven't found McCann.
Yeah, that's
getting close though. But they found that German geezer, haven't they? That's already convicted.
What's happened to him?
So there was they didn't know at the time.
Yeah.
But there's this German paedophile that's in prison for other offences,
and he was in that area.
And he was like staying in a villa like next door to them at the time they were there. So because like they've just found this out, they're investigating.
How they just find that out though?
Yeah.
Because they didn't know he was there.
But he was next door to him.
Yeah, but he hadn't been convicted then.
Oh.
So he wasn't a convicted paedophile at the time. So they had no reason to be suspicious about him.
I see what you mean.
But because of other offences, like they're looking back at his timeline, and they're like, oh, he was there at the time, so now they've got new evidence.
I don't know. That's a theory in itself for me.
Yeah, we were going off the topic of Bermuda Triangle.
Does his name
always comes back to Maddie?
Does his name sound like Sherry Mashan and Shmummy Shmashman?
Bloody Jerry is.
I don't know, man. I find it weird. I can't. It doesn't make sense in my head for something to disappear in the ocean like that when we've got so many scientists.
We've already said how vast the ocean is. If an airplane got sucked in by a tornado and sunk into an ocean that's like bottomless, then and we can't get down there to find it.
Yeah. It's like you said you believed in the prehistoric things that you can't find.
Yeah, but
maybe inside the Bermuda Triangle there's like a 600 million year old big gator that just jumped up and like grabs it out of the air and sinks and takes it down to the.
God, that's fucking scary as fuck, isn't it?
Yeah.
Made my belly go funny just hearing that. What? Accessing 100% of your brain, do you think it's possible?
Again, this is personal reference. My brain can't handle the fucking infiniteness of infinite.
I can't do the washing up
space.
And listen to Salter talk to me at the same time. Like,
I think you can access a lot of it, but I think maybe that's too much power for the body to handle. Then, do you know what I mean?
But then you get the psychedelics that helps you access bits of your brain as well.
I just don't think the body is capable. I don't think it's the shell we're in now is capable of having that.
For example, if like you're like DMT or whatever, or in a flotation tank where you're like perfectly still and you're experiencing your mind, you couldn't play a game of football whilst that's all going on, could you? Like your body's like
the film
immobile.
It's like look at the smartest people in the world and what they've achieved. It's like they've done it with that percentage.
Yeah.
What the fuck are they going to do with 100% of their brain?
Like fucking Doctor Who, like.
Too much knowledge will just fucking destroy you, man. You'd just be scared. It's all knowledge based, isn't it? But then the fact that you could remember, like watching a film like Limitless when he was watching some Bruce Lee film and like being able to fight baddies. Imagine remembering everything that you just.
Well, it's like the Matrix, isn't it? Where they fucking
sick.
Pump it in. But then that's.
Bill?
But we can't even.
Really trying to talk.
Of course, it's him. Notes on the porcelain, digging down deep to force a grin for the audience applauding him.
Oi.
His very thoughts are torturing about the social circles he is walking in. But like, we can't process as humans the information we're given now. We're in an information age which is too much. There's too many things coming at you. Your brain can't handle it. People getting depressed, killing themselves. You're looking at something that you're looking at your phone and you got 500 different fucking things at you in the face, and your brain can't take.
Or like,
have
you been in like when it was at school and we were being in a lesson, or if you've been in like a conference where you're trying to learn something for work and they're just throwing information at you all day with PowerPoints, and you come out and your head is just like on fire because it's like trying to take all this information in. Imagine like looking at someone like you've never drummed before. You look at someone drum and you go, yep, and you just get on there, you're like,
yeah.
Because there are people like that. There's certain bits of their brain. But then they're normally fucking shit at something else.
You get people
putting toast in the...
Normally in a wheelchair.
No, but you get people also with photogenic memory.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, man.
Imagine that, seeing something and then going back and then drawing exactly what you saw.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's fucking amazing. That's a talent, I
That's
guess, what I
like
was saying earlier.
we see like Asperger's as a disorder.
Yeah.
But they have talents that we can't comprehend, like the ability to do like math or.
Well, this is what I mean. Like maybe that's what happens is if you had 100%, other aspects of your their social aspects are out the window because they're all on this.
Like, are they higher up in the food chain than us? Like, because they have like talent that you can't fuck with. Like.
And like we're not that intelligent on certain things because we've kind of got everything else.
Yeah, we sort of average everything. Like
I read something. We could actually lift a lot of things, but we don't because our brain is stopping us. It's gonna hurt you.
Well, like the examples where like there's a girl trapped under a car and some like woman just throws the car or lifts it enough. That's nuts. But then that would destroy your body because like
there was that geezer as well. He was on, what was it? It was a train. Where was it? Colorado? Where's Colorado?
America?
It's in there, like Denver, isn't it?
And he was on a train and the whole train crashed, right?
Oh, we're talking about...
And he didn't get injured. He survived. He didn't have a scratch on his body.
Sick for me.
And there was another geezer who ran a comic book shop and he broke every bone. He had frau bones and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And he wanted to use. They called him Mr. Glass or something like that.
Have you seen the new one with
the Glass? No, I ain't seen Glass yet, man.
Good.
I want to watch it, but I love Unbreakable too much.
That's Unbreakable.
I've seen them all. Seen all of them. Damn.
See, I'd love that. That's such, mate. M. Night Shyamalan is my fucking guy, man.
Really? Oh, mate, he's made some shitters though, hasn't he?
I love his stuff, man.
Signs, sick film.
Yeah.
Sixth Sense, sick film.
Yeah.
Village.
The Happening, sick film. Oh, Plants did it, shit film.
Right, so if you had to beat up an animal, like obviously it's the wrong thing to do, and I don't
fist
recommend this,
fight.
But if you had to fist fight an animal, what would be the biggest animal you'd fight? You have to obviously kill.
That you think you could take on.
Yeah, you think you could take on. What's the biggest?
I don't know. Maybe like a ram.
A ram.
What's ram?
They're like big goats with big horns.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's what, but you can hold on. You could get hold of his horns, and you got something to hold on to. And
you but you have to. If you can fucking like it's coming towards you, and you have to go fucking round, like jump round.
Yeah, that's doable. I think.
Once he gets your shins, boy, you'll fall like a sack of shit.
Yeah. I reckon a good swift kick right under the chin was get him a bit wobbly. Then you can grab his horns, and then it's game over.
I was talking to my mate when I was riding my bike. I'd rather fight a horse than a duck. Geese, or what they're called.
Nah, mate. Have you been around a horse?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Just gotta don't be.
Then a goose.
Huh? Yeah, goose.
You're suicidal, mate.
Nah, man. They're all.
Horses are so. A horse just has to knock you over and stamp your face. And
that's the thing. Try to not get knocked over, innit? You gotta go to the next to
horses are trained for battle, mate. We've been using in battle for thousands of years.
You can't outrun a horse.
No. Yeah. A horse will kill you from the
front.
It's not
about outrunning a horse.
If you get behind it,
going next to it and start punching its belly. Go there.
Yeah, but
what is solid muscular belly?
You can literally just.
That's the last animal I'd fight.
Realistically, if I had to take on an animal, the biggest animal I'll take on, largest animal I'll take on is I don't know, man. I think goat.
Yeah, goat.
Yeah.
Deer.
Or no,
alpaca. Maybe a deer.
Alpaca. But yeah, deer.
Oh, look, no park.
Dare to fight a moose.
Come here. Mooses, they're like 6'5", man. It's like badgers. I was saying when we talked about this in the park. Badgers have like an inch thick skull, so if they come at you, you have to like fucking bosh them in the side of the head.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'd do more damage to your foot.
Mate, they're crazy.
I don't know.
It's a good question though. Out in the wild, mate. Yeah, all the animals that we could physically beat up are not the threatening animals.
Yeah.
Right,
they don't pose a threat.
Just wondering that scene in there.
Yeah, I'm just worried about the white balance on your arms.
I know. I want to get a bit of colour on them.
Oh, there's that thing in it. There's that new thing. There was, remember Yanni and Laurel? Where it's like Yanni, Laurel, Yanni, and you could hear one or the other. Or simulation theory thing, but now there's that new one where it's like Green Needle or Brainstorm.
Oh yeah.
So that is that is
what you hear.
Evidence towards why we might be living in a simulation theory, is in the fact of things don't come into existence unless you notice them. So it's like they had the test where they would have a card, an atom would get split between like a hole or something. I don't know. Again, very poor explanation of it. And the atom would get split, but on the recording of it measuring the atom, it was in one piece. It was just one atom.
Yeah.
But when you look at it, or it's like a laser or something like that, right? That's just very poor. And it's split into two, but you could only see it was two when you looked at it.
Christ.
But the measurement would pick up that it's not two. So it's like only when
I see what you're saying.
only when you've acknowledged it, it's become two. And they're saying that those sort of tests prove that it's just a noise, but when you put it with something else, it becomes
Something
that
else.
thing. Yeah, that's poor. I'm just rough.
The moon landing. What do we think, boys? Did it happen?
I'm on the fence, really. Again,
I
like,
don't think it happened.
there's such a wide evidence for and against it. Like,
What's the evidence?
don't know what to believe.
What for it?
And against it, I don't know really. Yeah, I don't really know. I think so.
I am torn because
Yeah.
there's so much happening when it happened. You know, you got the whole space race and stuff like that, and it's like, oh, how convenient. America did it there before Russia. Like,
Yeah.
how convenient. And then it's like the whole, but there's it's just theories again, man. It's like the whole Stanley Kubrick filmed it in the Minions film. Actually, there's a really cool little reference where
It's
they're
in the
running.
Minions film?
Yeah.
Sorry.
They're running through a film studio. And they run through a moon landing thing, and there's Stanley Kubrick filming it because it's like set in the 60s. And then there's like the theories of why The Shining is him hinting at that he filmed the moon landings and stuff like that. And then there's other theories of The Shining and shit like that. Like it's a fucking old documentary about it, but I don't know. It's just convenient. I just think how have we gone there in the 60s and never been able to go back there?
That's what I don't like.
With
Yeah,
today's
Elon
technology.
Musk just made a fucking ship that fucking comes back and lands,
yeah.
and yet they haven't been able to go to the moon again. It's like, so I'm more on the side of just nah.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. How can
just
the
not for
government
me.
giving us that many like
Again, like, it's like, who
That's a
cares?
huge-
Who cares who's been on the moon? There's nothing there, mate.
It hasn't done anything.
There's so much to do
for
on
us.
this planet
Yeah,
that we need to do. Like,
Yeah.
Well, I
If
don't
they'd
know,
gone
man.
to the moon, they were like, there's a fucking thing that can change our lives. I'd be like, well, we got to go back there again.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like us humans, we love taking the piss. The fact that we went there once is definitely would have to go back there again and like make like I don't know. McDonald's
And then
or-
there's like all the papers, isn't there? There was like all the original documents about going there and stuff have been lost and shit like that. There's more evidence for me anyway to
Yeah.
personally go, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
But then
religion.
again, as you said, the relevance. What does it matter if we have or if we
Yeah.
haven't? Who fucking cares?
I don't know, man. I feel like that's a big thing though. If we have,
Yeah.
I feel like
Well,
it's a great achievement for like.
Not just
Well, you're
achievement.
meant to
But
believe
as you
that
say,
you
why
have.
don't America get all the credit?
No, but it's the thing, you're saying it would be a big achievement if we have, but as far as it goes, the evidence shows that we have, but how's that a big thing? What's happened?
I'm just thinking there's more that we could do to like say that the world is dying. Maybe we can move people up there, like just from that film Interstellar.
To the moon.
I don't
You
know,
can't
man,
live
but
on the moon.
Make a building there.
That's
got,
why
like,
in it.
oxygen.
That's
Yeah,
why
the-
in Interstellar they
the
fucking
Earth ain't
travel
dying.
through black holes
Black
and shit to
holes.
find.
I don't
fucking
think the Earth's
little
dying. I
planets.
think what's on the Earth's surface is dying. The
Yeah,
Earth's
yeah,
fine.
the Earth will never die, man.
Like if we fuck up and blow ourselves up, the Earth will replenish itself and we'll be.
yeah.
The Earth's going nowhere.
Where El Cucaracha.
That's true.
Every like generation, and I'm talking like every century of generations, all like the end is nigh. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Someone of every fucking.
Anything.
Well, that's
Right.
where
It's
that's
always
where
an end.
the simulation theory comes into,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's where it's like, are we living in a simulation like created? Because they say that it's more possible that we are than we're the original people to create simulation. Because either human civilization, the way we're progressing now with technology and stuff like that, how far does it go? Like, when does it stop? We've already created VR and shit like that, but like when,
Yeah,
if we keep progressing as a race, there's two options, isn't it? We either wipe ourselves out, which is the more plausible thing, or we just keep creating and keep creating and keep creating. And where does it go? Like,
yeah,
it's not
as
even.
you say, how do you know we haven't already been through that?
This
stage,
is the
like-
thing, and they say that things like that Yarrow and Laurie thing or whatever in the atom test is proofs that we're kind of in it. But the scientists say that it's more than likely if we do carry on creating that we're already in one.
Yeah. I get it.
That we're not the original people, if that is
We've
the
done it.
case.
It's always happened too fast. Like if we look at our most recent
Yeah,
history,
mate.
like a couple of 100 years ago,
In our
we were
lifetime.
still, yeah. Like how
Pretty
have we
muppets.
come this far?
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Shitting in a bucket.
Throw out the window. That Mars One project, you know, when they're going to send like 20 people to Mars and just keep them there. That's, I mean, they've been bankrupt now, but that was a project that was going to go ahead 2020. That's still mind blowing.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Again,
I wouldn't want to be the person doing that. It's a bit
I
of a
don't know,
lonely
man.
existence.
Like some people.
But then would you want to be the person that does fucking nothing
Yeah,
with your life?
true,
Do you know
true.
what
That's
I mean?
why they had so many
risk
people
and
apply for it.
reward, man.
They had
Risk
that-
and
Yeah, but what's their reward?
That you fucking changed the whole.
Yeah, so you're
perception of
being
your
selfless. I want to be selfish. I want to enjoy it. I want to indulge in life. It's bad, isn't it?
It depends on your outlook of life, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you do think that this life has meaning or is worth it.
I just think
or
it's
if
finite
not.
and it can be over tomorrow. So enjoy your fucking self.
And exactly, that's
But
why
then,
you go Mars.
but then there's a case of it just it's views on death, innit? Whether you're selfless or selfish. Because if you believe there's something more, then you would do what you can. If you think, oh fuck, we're all dead in the end anyway, then you'd live more selfishly. Do you know?
Yeah.
I mean, there were like people leaving their family just to do this, and they were like training them on, you know, if you meet aliens, what are you going to do? How would you interact with them?
How can they train them to do that?
I don't know.
They can't train. You can only train someone saying that you've been through yourself.
Been through yourself, but yeah, I think they just, I don't know. It's like with anything.
Innit?
Like scary movie, like we have things in common.
You hold your hands
Kiss
up and
through
you
the
do
finger.
this.
Then you do this.
And then you throw food at them. If they eat it, you talk to them like dogs.
And if he walks towards you, shoot it. All right.
Yeah, that's the thing. Innit? We're so defensive as a
That's
human.
human reaction, just to kill stuff.
Yeah, and poke it.
Fear, innit? It's just the insecurity and.
I hate humans, man. Just take the piss out of everything. That's why I'm like, if we definitely went to the moon, we'll definitely keep going back there and like creating shit there.
Yeah, if as you say, like how far technology's come since, there's no way.
But what would you do on the moon?
Take samples and put them in petri dishes and study them.
What's Big Pharma?
Big Pharma, as in like PHAR,
PH.
big pharmaceutical companies, isn't it, like that?
Controlling the earth.
Vaccines and all that shit.
Yeah, I mean, they're for the good, right?
Nah, man, no way. You seen the fucking America and shit like that? They're fucking dissing out like Xanax and fucking Valium and antidepressants and shit.
Yeah, for depressants.
It's not so bad in this country because we got free healthcare, like.
Yeah, but it's like a lot of these things that they're addictive. They're made to be addictive. They have all these side effects. Half of these shit have things in them that the human body shouldn't be consuming.
Yeah.
Like the big, Oxycontins and shit like that in America is like one of the biggest drug problems, and they're fucking
legal.
You can buy them, and
Yeah,
they're
but
making all
people
this
want
money
them to be
from
addictive so that they're paying more for more
course,
drugs.
man.
Like,
Of course, if you
they
can
want them to
fucking
be subscribed to drugs.
It's like anything, though, isn't it?
imagine if I found a cure for cancer. Like, imagine how many fucking big time, like, riches of the world would lose out on money if I just found like, oh, it's actually just a leaf.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
One of these will cure you
wiping
everything.
out. You're wiping out a whole infrastructure, a whole enterprise.
Like, during the whole virus thing, profits been rising. Like that's the only.
Well, yeah.
That's one of the companies that's just not been going downhill.
Of course, man. Any illness and shit. That's why. Why do you think they fucking? It's like fast foods and shit and all like. West, I'm a victim to it because that's just the environment you live in. You brought up, but everything you're eating is just fucking meant to make you ill and meant to fucking slowly kill you and rot your intestines. Like no one's meant to be eating fucking processed food and like fast food and shit like that. And the reason you do, oh shit, you got bowel cancer or you got this and that. Oh well, you take some of these or take some of that.
What's great? There's no way of living a perfect lifestyle. Like, even if you lived in a village. Too much of anything is just bad for you. You can't just sit there and be a vegetarian.
Yeah, stuff will make you ill, no matter, even if you eat the cleanest.
Like even fruits. Like
people vegetarian, vegans their whole life. And
fruits have like high content of sugar, which is bad. Even though it's natural sugar, it's still bad for you.
Which is the perfect way of life is as healthy as you can possibly be.
I wonder what that is.
Stella, peanuts.
Yeah, just enjoy your life.
But then that's the thing as well, is like it's not just physical, isn't it? Because you could live a very physically healthy life, but if your mental's not right, you're still probably going to die early from stress and everything like that. But then if you're happiest fucking just drinking beer all the time, you're going to fucking die from that. So it's a balance.
Too much of literally it's balance. Too much of anything is bad. I reckon the government has the cure for cancer. Like they know there is a cure. They just won't dish it out because then everyone will be alive.
Well, that's the thing as well. Then you deal with we're overpopulated as it is. There's like a race on this planet. Like,
are we overpopulated though?
Yeah, man. Well, not.
I feel like there's so much space.
In the means that we are living. Yeah, 100%. Cars and that's because we're living in a society that needs oil, that needs this and that needs food, that needs. But if we was all self-sufficient, you'd be fine. If everyone was able to live to their means and grow everything, and then you got plenty of room and space. But because we live in a very toxic environment and like fast moving, and people rely on certain things, and we're well overpopulated, man. But only for the means that we're living in. If fucking just was all natural, like fucking, you didn't have to go to the shops. All your food's here out in this garden.
Yeah.
Fucking bring all the people you want. Instead of cutting down trees, you're making trees and shit like that. We're getting rid of the oxygen, and then there's still more people coming along. So it's just the means, man. There's definitely not overpopulated in the sense of how many people can be on the earth.
Look at Australia, like most of it's inhabitable, but it's such a big bit of land.
Yeah.
Massive land.
Like those deserts just go on for miles and miles and miles and miles.
Yeah, man, it's a fucking big chunk,
But
innit?
then developers look at that and think, I could just.
Well, it's like California. You're not meant to be living in California, man. Look at all the forest fires and stuff. It's not a livable place.
Joe Rogan's place is burnt down.
Well, yeah, he's gone to Texas now, isn't he?
Oh yeah,
He's moved to Texas.
Is it?
Yeah.
Zac Efron made a series on Netflix. I'm not sure if you saw it.
Again, he's finding the perfect way to live, I think.
He was cool, man. The way I don't know, like some of the stuff he was saying, you could tell he's like some rich, young guy that's just like trying to understand. It's just like he knows he's gonna go back to comfort, go back home.
I don't know, man. Not with Efron. I like that dude, man. Yeah, I think for him to even make a series like that. I've seen one episode.
Oh, right, yeah, I think.
But like, I've seen mass interviews of him like talking about it and stuff, and like, he's someone who's fucking like most of the celebrities that you kind of look up to are the ones that are fucking shun Hollywood, that hate it, that realise it's evil, and like Leonardo DiCaprio, man. He's fucking doing so much for like global warming and this and that, and fucking the environment and like hunger and stuff like that, and fucking he's got a documentary called, I think it's like Of Fire and Ice on that, and that's just about
he's using his platform with loads of followers to make,
and I think Efron's got to that point where the material is realised it's all a lie. He's realised it's not a real way of living. Do you know what I mean?
Do you feel like I think I've mentioned this in my last episode, like obviously they have managers, these celebrities. Do you feel like Zac Efron's manager might have been like, this is great, you know, if you do this, people love you?
It depends, man. You want to look at the credits. If he's a producer of it, then no, that's a passion project. That's something. But I don't think that's him doing this is a funny series. That's him. I think he generally is involved in that, man.
He's hot as well.
Documentary. Who's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Zach's fucking the weapon.
Well, I look like that.
It was like those geezers, isn't there? I think in one of the episodes there's geezers where they're like 100 and something years old, and all they eat is like protein. Not protein. They eat like carbs and stuff. Yeah, and he was just like, I've been used to protein my whole, and he was like, that's not how I live.
The whole time. It's like that just changed him. Yeah, that was it.
But yeah, I think it's like Shia LaBeouf and stuff like that. People just now in the age of wiseness of just like, Hollywood's weird. This is not a real world. This is not what's like. And look how fucked up people are, like the celebrities and shit, like the big dogs, just trapped in their little California homes, like drugged
Someone
up.
Someone like Charlie Sheen, who's like been famous since day one.
Yeah, look.
And then he like took into his 50s for him to have a breakdown and lose it all.
Because he thought it was a real world, man, and people giving you everything. But I think he's genuine, man. I think Zac Efron's a very genuine dude.
Actors in general, just I don't know. I find them very weird, not in a bad way, but like.
Well, didn't they I think they used to be called like hypocrites. I think that's what they're. Before the word actor, I think they were just known as hypocrites or something like that, because you're living someone else's life.
Right,
I think that was the term of it. I
Yeah,
could be wrong, but I think there was.
They're literally living a life.
Yeah.
I wonder, like when you do acting. I mean, I see people like obviously with the Joker and stuff. Like, how involved do you get with the character that you're? Like when you're reading script and everything, how much can you actually come away from your real world to actually be this character? Well, I love the idea of just acting.
And then like, but potentially losing yourself. And like losing like what you feel is your identity. Like.
Yeah, but
that's what happened with Jim Carrey, wasn't it? He spent so long doing that Andy Kaufman.
Yeah.
He stayed in character for 2 years, even when he was at home. That he was like, by the end of it, I couldn't remember who I was.
Yeah, that was a dick move on his. He was a right old dickhead, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I love Jim Carrey, man, but he was a dick in that documentary.
Yeah, I know.
Was it? I didn't see this documentary.
Oh, Jim and Andy.
Like, he plays it's like a documentary like film about this guy called Andy Kaufman, who was an entertainer in like this 50s, 60s.
Comedian, man. Later than that. Andy Kaufman was like Saturday Night Live shit, but he was one of the first people ever to do character like acting. So
yeah, he'd like do
he would,
Elvis and
yeah, no, not even that. Like his persona. So for example, now you got like like Joe Wilkinson.
yeah.
He's not like that in real life. That's his character.
That's his character, yeah.
Keith
Like
Lemon.
Keith Lemon,
Yeah.
Lemon, yeah.
But Kaufman was like one of the first kind of people to.
So you wouldn't.
You would think that's him all the time.
Yeah, normally. Apart
And
from an interview.
he was a troll. He was a fucking troll. Like,
well before his time.
pretty much.
Who's that guy that plays Borat? I think he's amazing.
Sacha Baron.
Yeah, man, he's very underrated. I feel like the one he did recently that he had to be a spy.
But he doesn't play his characters in public. That's the difference. Like
he did.
Like, he didn't carry it over as one character for his whole life.
He was just him, but he was able to switch. That's the difference, isn't it? It's acting. Like I think if I was to be an actor, I'd have to go down the method acting route, where it'd be like, well, so I couldn't just go like this, like, oh yeah, fucking jerky off and then fucking making jokes, and then say, like, okay, like get into a sit. I'd have to go. For me to do that professionally, I think
you can just read his script and then get into character. Like.
Nah, I'd have to go Christian Bale style shit, man. Where
what does he do?
Method acting, where he become like.
You become that.
Yeah,
How do you become something? How do you become someone?
Well, it's anything. It's a habit. It's building a habit.
But then if you build that habit, surely you just can't go back to normal.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like, so there's The Aviator, Martin Scorsese film with Leonardo DiCaprio. He plays a real life geezer, and that real life geezer had OCD. So Leonardo DiCaprio, to make it look natural on screen, would purposely do things, and then after that film was done, he had to go to therapy for like ages because he had created OCD in his brain.
Himself,
you know?
Yeah.
It's just like any skill you pick up, your brain eventually gets used to it. But as you were saying earlier on, you can do anything. So people just go, well, I'll do this for so long. I'm pretending, and eventually your brain doesn't know the reality from what it is.
I can't see myself.
It's the whole thing of fake it till you make it.
Yeah,
sort of thing. That sort of concept. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like what Leonardo did with Wolf of Wall Street. Like that character he played was so like the way he did it. You could tell it's him. If you know what I mean? Like. You can't tell that he's acting. So to come out of that and just be himself, I don't know, man. I feel like he was probably so that the film was done, everything, go back to normal, I go home. I felt like when he went back home, he was still speaking like Jordan Belfort. He was still kind of
they have like accent coaches, I think, and stuff like that.
Isn't it?
But I think the Jordan Belfort's a bit different. You're basing it off someone. Do you know what I mean? Like So I think it's a bit easier to. But when you have to just create,
it's just like playing Spider-Man or something. It's not gonna like give you fucking.
Yeah.
PTSD, is it?
Like the whole Heath Ledger thing. Like, that's one of the best performances going. But
have you seen that?
I've seen that one. Yeah.
I don't think he killed himself because he was like, I'm not joking. He had a lot of shit going on anyway.
Yeah, these issues anyway.
But he had to.
They had to put it on something, didn't they?
Yeah. And
maybe he shouldn't have done the role. Maybe he wasn't mentally stable enough to be doing it.
Yeah, he was on like a lot of. There's a good documentary called like, I Am Heath Ledger. He was like on a lot of fucking. He was on a lot of prescription drugs then. Do you know what I mean? See, like big pharma, fucking
even
big pharma.
It's almost irresponsible for them to ask him to let him do that role when he's.
Well, no, that's his choice. He wasn't mentally unstable.
He said he was.
He had, but that's not.
Yeah.
It's not. It wasn't anything like that. He's a mentally unstable guy. Just a geezer. It's fine. It's everything. It's like Robin Williams, mate. It's just your private life, your inside head. So I think no one knows what's going on in your head, but everyone liked to publicise that as, he got into the role of the Joker and it killed him.
Yes, Alf. I know you're doing conspiracy theories and all that. I'm in bed at the moment, so I thought I'm doing a little would you rather for you. We all know about COVID and coronavirus, whatever you want to call it. And there's conspiracy saying that it was man-made, like people made that just to kill the population and to kill people off, basically. So it was man-made is what one conspiracy is. And it just got me thinking, like, when it comes to wars, like World War II, World War I, like there's going to be a World War III one day. But when it comes to World War III, would you rather have like a traditional war where everyone gets their tanks out and kills with soldiers and kills people, or have biological warfare like with COVID, like where people make these biological weapons and just let it out there to kill people?
That's the easy option, I guess.
What would would you rather fight against? Like, what would you rather
Tanks and shit.
have?
That's what we're doing anyway. That's what it is anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, we'd be fucked if there was biological warfare.
Well, that'd be the
At least
easy
we can go
option,
to the pub with war.
He's basically asking, what would you do? So if you...
Oh, if I...
We'd never see a war again like we did World War 1 or 2 because technology's come too far.
Too far.
Like you only got like look at Vietnam, which was what the 60s. With napalm, you dropped a napalm on like a fat regiment of like 1,000 men, they're all dead.
It's crazy because you drop a napalm on 1,000 Viet Cong and still lose the war.
Yeah.
yeah.
If we didn't have the technology that we do now, and it was a war like World War 1 where they like the best technology was a machine gun. And not many people had them, then I'd rather that.
Well, it's like the rights in America, isn't it?
World War 3, isn't it? So obviously current.
I'd rather tanks.
Tanks, really? No, I'll go for the easy option. Just create something.
Oh wait, you're saying?
Is
he saying you're the leader of the country?
Well, basically, yeah. He's saying, what would you rather do? So if you rather.
No, would you have to? No.
Yeah, I thought it was like.
Would you have to? Like, would we be signed up and sent out to
I'd
shoot
rather
Jerry?
be signed up than fucking like.
Be poisoned, yeah.
Yeah. Or
at least
not be able.
At least some men survived that. Do you know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
You do a biological war, that's going to wipe out the world.
It's going to kill kids.
Look what COVID's done, and that's nothing. That's got less deaths than fucking HIV and shit like that, and fucking the common cold.
Yeah, I'd rather another COVID than another World War 3. But yeah, like
what?
But a white.
Yeah, it was like they try and they made like that LSD gas in there or something for the war to see if it would fucking spray it on the enemies to see if they would like.
And there was horrible shit like flamethrowers and.
Yeah.
Fucking not.
They call it sick flamethrowers.
It's like talking of Vietnam.
It's kind of fucked up how we play them games. Like, oh, this is so sick. When there's men actually that are alive today that actually went through that.
It's because it's disassociation. It's detachment.
Yeah, I know.
It's
just
show you how, like,
It's almost like we're. I don't know. Unfair to them. No, it's unfair to them. Like they've actually lived through it, and we're making a game out of it.
I don't think they're gonna cry because you're fucking not getting the W's.
Yeah.
Oh, Elon Musk made done a tweet saying, obviously UFOs made the pyramid, like in a jokey way. Yeah, about the pyramid actually. Let's talk about that.
Man, there's some great theories on the pyramid. Like it's built so to perfection that we couldn't redo it now.
Yeah, they're all in line with the correlations of the stars and shit like
they're
that.
out by like decimal points.
And they've never been able to recreate the concrete, have they?
They can't build the cranes to lift the slabs that heavy.
Yeah, it's genius.
Humans definitely did it though. But
I don't know.
But what if it's Well, no. What if it was the other way? What if the land was higher and they've built down? What if the peak of the pyramid was where the ground was? And they used that, do you know what I mean? Maybe that could be a thing.
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah.
Yeah, and it comes...
Well, they chiselled it.
They chiselled it down.
Yeah, they go down.
They might not be actual solid blocks. They might have just made the indents on the side.
Yeah, and
surely they know if it's solid block or not.
But then it's all hollow and shit like that. I don't know, I think the pyramids are fucking cool, man. But this is the thing, like, there's so much...
They're plopped in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing around. There's no civilization around it.
Well, there was though. That's the thing.
Yeah, but was there?
Yeah, God, mate. Egypt was one of the most civilized.
Yeah, but how do we? Like, we've got no physical evidence of like what.
Yeah, we have.
Like mummies.
There's towns are there.
Yeah.
There's ruins of, like, where towns would be and shit like that. That's like, the epicenter was around there. You got the rivers. The Egypt was built around the Nile. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's fucking. Of course, there's fucking proof for it. But I just think we're not the most advanced. Technologically we are, but we're not the most civilized race has been around. Yes, like Egypt had like 3 golden ages, I think, like that. They had peace for the longest amount of time, and that. That's when maths came from, like Imhotep and shit like that, and fucking.
How did they fucking carve them blocks into such perfect?
Because they're smarter than us, man. Yeah, exactly. Or. This is another thing is like
they had tools relevant to that.
And they spread that knowledge. So what happens when it's like when the Europeans went over there and discovered the pyramids and shit like that, discovered that it was built like by Egyptians, black men, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They fucking it's like the Sphinx's nose. A lot of things are the Sphinx's nose of like on the Sphinxes. It's because a lot of them, some of them were destroyed to erase the evidence of the nose so that people wouldn't know the Egyptians or the people that built this weren't white, do you know what I mean? And then they whitewash the history and shit like that. But it's like, how do we know that they might know all that shit? We're just consumers. We're dumbed down. So do you know what I mean? Like, if we knew all that shit back then, humans know all that shit now. But are we as now just the human race, like the fucking lower echelons
there are
of
people
society,
that know,
just
yeah.
dumbed down because of your education system and shit like that? Just fucking don't know. Do you know?
Even with like technology, we just rely so much on technology now. We don't think. Oh, fucking hell.
Cool.
Barbecue. We don't think. I don't know. We don't try to just let our minds do all the work. We literally rely on everything. Like if I'm trying to think about something, I Google it quickly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Literally, I don't even try my best to try and understand it myself. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
It's like when you ask me something, I just Google it.
Or you ask someone something, and then they tell you, and then you're like, oh, I'm just gonna look that up because I'm not sure. And you're like, no, but I actually know. And then it's almost like,
you can't.
why can't you just believe me?
But then you have so much false information as well. It's like it's
and then you go, oh no, yeah, you're right. It's like, yeah, I know I was.
Yeah.
Whereas back then, they were literally just using their own brains.
It's like stuff with you,
But also,
war.
but that like will cause a lot of bullshit as well.
Yeah.
People going, yeah, this, and then you can't disprove it. So people just get away with being shit talkers.
That's like I like asking. Like when we was out the other week, I was asking you shit about the war. Like I can Google that.
Yeah.
But I know Jack knows, or at least would know something of it. So it's like, why not
And if I don't,
ask
I'm
him
not
and have
sure.
a conversation about it?
But it's nice, like
learn.
It's nice to share knowledge with people.
Yeah.
Like even if it's about boring old war, like I just have to know loads of shit about war because it's been drummed into my fucking head. Like
That's the problem. I think people are very entitled these days. I'm not saying I'm not, but like right or wrong. In their heads, there's a right or wrong. There's never room to learn or room for maybe or this and that. It's like this is it.
What you just said.
Or,
perfect.
yeah.
That's so true. It's either that way or the highway.
And it's like I've tried reading more. Well, not even reading. Listen to fucking audio books, man. Because
it's a lazy reader.
I just can't read. Literally, I have some sort of fucking ADD or something.
Did you try?
I'll go. Yeah, man. I've tried for years. I've got loads of books. I've read books, but there's a struggle, man. Do you know what I mean? Like I can't.
You realise you've read 3 pages and none of it's gone in.
Yeah, I'm just reading. I'm just reading what I'm looking
Because
at.
you're not, because you're glimpsing over there, or
But
you're thinking about things.
Does that help you?
Yeah, because it's someone. It's going in. It's like listening to music for me. It's like I take it in.
People say reading, you take it in more. I mean, even when you know
I have
stuff
to be
out while
interested
you're
in
reading.
it. Like
Yeah, I think you do. Like you look sharp. You
yeah, like
fucking read that
I
all
tried
day
reading
long.
books, and same as Bill, my attention span wasn't there because I wasn't really interested. I felt like I was forcing myself.
Yeah.
And then I read a series of books that I'd seen, like I liked the TV series of.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've read there's 14 books, and I read them all within a year
Deep into it.
because I could stay engaged in it because I was interested.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So you just need to find something you're interested in. That.
That's the
That
thing.
might be it.
Like I've got well into Darren Brown again recently. Like I went through a little Darren Brown phase, and I bought his book called Make Happy or something like that.
It's just happy, innit?
And I was lost. Like a couple of chapters in, I was just so lost because he talked so fast and erratically, and like with such a more intelligent like vocabulary than I have.
Yeah.
But that's why
couldn't
listening
keep up.
to it is a lot
Yeah,
better
yeah.
because you can take it in. You can.
It was too smart for me
Sit with
basically. I wasn't taking it in because
Yeah.
his vocabulary was such like a higher, and he was talking about things that I couldn't associate with. Better off just like Biff and Chip, mate. Keep me engaged. I've been Jack.
I'm with Jack, mate.
I like Jack, mate.
Oh, his podcast's really good, man.
Happy hour.
Yeah. The one he did with the one he did with Joe Wellers was really good on as well because he spoke about his anxiety.
Yeah.
And I so relate to it. Like he was talking about a bit where he always feels like there's something wrong with him.
Yeah, of course, man.
And I feel like these he won't even go to doctors just because they know they're going to tell him that there's something wrong with him. He doesn't even have blood tests.
It would be nice to have a full-blown MOT. I'd love that.
I would love that, but
Yeah.
I won't at the same time.
Could you even trust it?
Fuck my body up too
Yeah,
much.
I feel
My
like-
head's too fucked anyway. Like.
Yeah.
I feel I'm well too nervous. It would fuck me up. Like there's, I don't know.
I think I'd rather just know. My anxiety is the not knowing.
Yeah.
I think most of my anxiety comes from anxiety. They say in it, depression's living in the past, anxiety's living in the future. And I think that's what it is. I thought I let everything play out in my head before,
Yeah.
and I can't help that.
I've been going counselling recently, and it's been the weirdest experience. Cause I've been there before, but I've never opened up as much as I have lately. So my first ever counselling session was last week, and I basically just opened up to. I was just like saying, "Look, I'm never happy. I don't know what it is. Everything could be going right, and I'm still there's something just low about me, and I don't know what it is." And then I mentioned how like I thought not ending my life, but the thought of not existing. Like I thought about that, and that's one of the main reasons I, went for counselling, because that got me worried, thinking, what if I start thinking about, ending my life? Because why am I thinking about what if the thought of not existing is nice? So I told her this, I was sort of talking a bit more about my family and about how I've been feeling, and literally that was like an hour session, and throughout that day I kept getting I kept hyperventilating, I kept feeling dizzy
after the session.
Because you were thinking about it too much, isn't it?
I don't know, man.
Did you not feel? Did you feel better after unloading?
Not really. I felt even worse.
It takes a while, man. I've fucking gone through loads of fucking mental health clinics from the age of like 13.
Really?
Yeah, man. I went to first it was like a family clinic, and then my family didn't show up, so it just ended up being me. And then that lasted for a year. Then I stopped that. Mate, I'm pretty numb to it all. Then in year 11, I had to keep leaving school throughout the day to go to. I got moved up to a clinic, so it just went from average counselling to like mental health clinic in Bromley North.
Oh yeah.
Just there's one by there by the post office, and then psychiatry and all this and that for different reasons. But yeah, man, what you got to do is it's just gonna take you time to adjust. But what you got to try and train yourself to do is only let yourself feel that in that session. And then when that session ends, don't worry about try. That's easier said than done. Yeah. Focus on something else. Make sure you got the barbecue, for example, on that Sunday. Just go to that. Put yourself out of that situation where you're not wallowing in it, because then you get distracted. And then wait till the next week to feel like that again. Do you know what I mean?
I get that, because I don't know how. I mean, I've tried to just think about that. Like after the session, I thought, I would go see my little sister, go see my mum, and literally just me going downstairs from my flat to my car. I felt like I was going to faint. Like as soon as I got in my car, I just
It's because it was still fresh, man. It's only new. It takes time to settle in, and
Were there other things going on? Like, have you been eating properly?
I feel like I'm overeating the last few weeks now. And I told her, I don't know. I'm not sure if it's due to COVID or what it is. But as I've been feeling down,
it's comfort eating.
It's comfort eating, yeah. And I haven't got that control that I had before. And like I said, this thought of just the fact that I was thinking about not existing freaked the fuck out of me. I was like, whoa, why am I thinking like this? So, I booked an appointment. She was speaking to me, and she was just not really, she was kind of giving me advice, but God, yeah, after that session, I was just like, this is fucking shit. I was so...
It'd get better, man, honestly.
Yeah.
But only if you wanted to.
The thought of suicide, I don't think it has to be a bad thing. I've thought about suicide loads,
really?
but it doesn't scare me, because I'm not going to do it. So
yeah.
But the thought of it, as you said, being in your head is worrying.
Yeah, because I'm definitely not going to do anything like that.
Yeah.
100%.
But I think you just thinking, what would it be like if I committed suicide? I don't think you should worry, wallow on that too much.
Yeah, man.
Because it's a normal thought.
Jack seen me at somewhere weird. We became friends because I've been. And Sal knows.
The first time me and Bill met was Bill had a bit of an episode, and I didn't even know them. At that point, I could have just thrown in town, been like, "This guy's weird," but
mate, that's the thing. Is even Sal knows. For me, I have a thing called DID, which is dissociative identity disorder, which is where I don't feel grounded or real. I don't know what's real or what's... sometimes the best way to describe it is, sometimes you wake up from a nap and you've slept that little bit too long, and you're like, what the fuck? Yeah. That's pretty much what it is all the time. This is why the soberness has brought up a lot of things again, because the reason I did smoke weed all the time and all this and that is because it numbs it.
Yeah.
And now you have to do it again, but mate, I can't... There was a point where I couldn't go in the kitchen and cut something, with cut up chicken or anything, because I'd be fighting... I call it a different voice. It's not. It's my own subconscious, but it's a different... It's like a battle constantly.
Yeah.
But I couldn't chop stuff up in the kitchen. It's funny, you laugh about it, but because I'd have to battle with this knife in my hand to not want to fucking just jab it. It's like it's like I don't know. It's like
an impulse.
Yeah, man. I can't. I get fucking really and I just think, and in my head that my own subconscious because I don't want to sound crazy. I don't want to sound like I've got schizophrenia, but the other voice going come on, fucking kill yourself, do it.
Shit.
And I'm there, and I have to fucking yeah, man. And that's constant. That's most of the reason why I've been going, or haven't been for years, but I went so long. But the comfort eating, I was eating bourbon biscuits.
That was your thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, man. It's you're not eating because you're like, oh, this is food. Eating makes you feel a certain way. So human beings, for example, a good thing for anxiety is chewing gum, Because when you're eating, your brain assumes that you're not in danger because you're eating. You're supplying yourself with food, so you're not going to do that when there's danger around. So chewing gum tricks the brain into thinking, oh, you're eating, so you feel more at ease. That's like another little thing. Well, but that's probably why you're eating, is because you're fucking stressing out, and that food's not going, you're not going, oh, I'm stressed, oh, lovely carbonara. You're going, this food makes me feel good. You're trying to relax yourself and stuff.
Yeah, that is exactly it.
But don't if you got to use that for the moment.
Crazy thoughts, man. Like,
That was weird.
It was a good series.
Really good hearing that.
It was a good series. Oh, I watched it the other day. It's on Netflix. I've only done one series of it, and this girl's got OCD, but like. She can't stop thinking about sex all the time. She'll meet someone and instantly be undressing them and shagging them, and she can't. And she goes to counselling. And she finds out that it's just an OCD, like, and it's perfectly normal. Your mind there's just so many layers. Like, it just makes stuff like I think crazy shit all the time, and things I shouldn't think. Like that. I wouldn't even say here, like in front of you guys, or probably even in private. But like, I'll just think like
nonce.
No, not that. Well, maybe. Who knows? Your brain just thinks shit. You've got to pick that information out and go, this is wrong.
Yeah, like it's coping mechanisms as well, man. Your brain.
As well.
If you like, everyone has fucked up thoughts. It's the ability to pick that out and go, that's wrong. Put that over there in that bin, and we'll carry on being a normal human being. Like.
But your thing's probably dealing with some sort of trauma or something.
I don't know. That's the thing, and that's why I want to talk to the counselling guys to find out, like, narrow down what started all this.
Yeah.
And,
but again, like, some of that,
you've only been once, man. You've got a long road ahead of you. Like.
Yeah, man.
Don't put too much pressure on yourself to be cured like day one. Like.
And don't put pressure on finding out as well, because that's all they did was try and, like, I'm self-aware enough to know the reasons I have these weird tics and thoughts and this and that is because of this. I'm already. I don't need someone to tell me. It's because of your parents doing this and that. Like, I ate bourbon biscuits because my household was violent, and that was my little getaway, and that became a habit. Like the method acting we was talking earlier on, that happens so much it becomes a. But finding that cause won't stop that. The reason, you just have to know, well, I'm doing this, and this is a bit self-destructive. Yeah. Don't worry about why. It might help in some way, but you still got to just go, well, I've just now got to get into the habit of not doing that. Acknowledging when that's happening, but the cause of things won't change anything, because you can dwell on that. You can be like, as you were saying, I was living in my mum's car. That messed me up this way and this way. Yeah. So it did, but that now is not going to go. You go, oh, I've realised why I'm like this now. It stops. That's the reason why it is, and you just got to work out. You're doing this because of that. Yeah, so what? Yeah. How do I not do this?
Fuck, man.
Rather than like the classic, go confront your mum and tell her how you feel. Do you know what I mean? That shit don't. Got to kind of live in the present as well as a bit of the future, but not anxiety future.
Oh, no,
I think it's healthy getting like counselling, man. Like,
that's what people learn.
Counsellors get counselling. Like.
Yeah.
Well, I was a bit weird about it at the beginning, but I just thought, you know what, man,
most importantly, there's nothing to be ashamed of. Like, it's normal as fuck.
Cause I did it before, and I just never used to open up. I used to hide shit. But now I'm just like, you know what, fuck it, just fucking go in, talk about your past, talk about everything that you didn't want to talk about. And that just literally opened up a weird hole that day. But again, like you said,
it's the beginning, man.
Yeah, it's the beginning.
Again, some of my things didn't work. Some of them worked. Some of them made it worse because they were just like, you hear voices. I was like, I don't know, I hear it, and then you end up believing a certain.
What are they like?
Yeah.
And the last thing I want them to do is give me drugs.
No, never take them at me.
Piss me off.
You gotta figure it out yourself.
Yeah.
I've been on antidepressants. Sal's been on there. Fucking hard.
Years ago, they're horrible.
I don't want to like say the wrong thing here, but like, as someone that doesn't smoke weed, and with the psychedelic effects it has, do you not think like that could be causing long-term effects if you've been smoking it for years? No,
I mean, I say years. I mean, past few, like, I'd probably say past year and a half, I've not been. I only smoke it Friday and Saturday. I only just smoke it as the weekend. I could easily just not smoke it.
I think you should stop it.
You reckon?
Yeah, man.
I can easily do that.
Because the problem is, I smoked every day.
If you're having problems with your thoughts and your mind, that's a drug that affects your mind. So for me, I just want to get that out of the equation.
It's like that Duncan Trussell does like the Midnight Gospel, and he has his own podcast. He says that, and even people like Bob Marley and shit. Yeah. Obviously, it's a cultural thing, but weed's meant to reveal yourself to you. So if you ever smoked weed and gone and had not a bad trip as such, but you smoke and you go, oh, I feel shit, I feel fat, do you know what I mean? It's meant to allow you to go a bit in your mind and go, I'm not happy with this. and then you change it. So I was never changing my ways. So weed wasn't good for me because I'd smoke and I'd wallow. I'd be like, I hate myself. I'd look in the mirror. Yeah, man, I'd be like, I hate myself. But I wouldn't, after not smoking it, I wouldn't then go, okay, well, I'm going to work out and this and that. I just carried on doing nothing. So then every time I did smoke, I couldn't enjoy the high because I was just going two in my head. But when I did sort that stuff out, I was fucking loving it. I was like, yeah, man, I have no worries. I have nothing. But that's what you should use it as a tool more than just like an escape.
See what you said. Mine's like literally the opposite. So Monday to Friday, Friday after work I smoke, but Monday to Friday, I'm literally just sitting there depressed. Well, not depressed, but like low, feeling low. Some days I do feel depressed, like proper anxiety attacks and stuff. And then when it is the week, like Friday or Saturday, that's when I do smoke. That's when I'm chilled out more.
But do you think that's because you've put that onto weed?
Yeah.
Do you
that,
think you've
that
now
could be
just
almost a
assumed?
placebo.
Yeah. Because again, the same thing. The reason I did it every day is because I assumed it made me happier.
Yeah.
But it didn't. It made me fucking prang out and fucking have panic attacks and shit.
See, that's the thing. It doesn't make me feel like that when I do smoke it. But then now I'm thinking maybe I should just completely stop and see.
But it would do if you then went, well, this makes me happy all the time, and you did that every single day. Down the line, you will go, oh my god, now this isn't doing it.
Yeah.
Then you will have problems if you go cold turkey because you'll start feeling down because your body's wanting it. And then you might associate that depression with the fact that you've gone cold turkey.
If you did it every day,
yeah, but that's the thing. I don't do it every day, so I never thought I'm that much in danger compared to some. But maybe I should just completely stop it and see what happens for like a couple months.
I'm a hypocrite because I'm addicted to alcohol. So
you say addicted?
Yeah.
Really?
I'll drink 3-4 times a week.
That's not
most weeks.
bad.
No, it's not bad, and I don't drink in excess.
Like, would you be like itching? Like, would you be craving it?
I've not tried since about I was 19 or something.
Oh shit! So what? Every week you'd go?
Yeah, I'd see the scale of alcoholism because, like, you get people that drink and get drunk every day.
Yeah.
Like that's not me. Like but I drink as I feel like it's sometimes the only way I can enjoy myself, sort of thing. And it doesn't make me depressed unless I am depressed, and like drinking just enhances that.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like I have some addiction because I couldn't go a week without having a drink. So I don't know if that's even that bad. But for some people look at it bad.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I mean, for me,
depends if it affects you personally, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like,
but it doesn't affect my work.
It's similar to this thing. Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's not bad.
It doesn't cause.
It's similar to the Alvi only smoking on weekends. Are you now relating that happiness and freedom to having the drink sort of thing? Same, even as simple as just eating the biscuits. You know what I mean?
No, I agree.
As long as it's not that, because addiction is only when it's you're using it to escape.
Like alcohol doesn't have that psychedelic effect. Like that's why I don't know the difference between it sort of addiction with like weed.
It does have that psychedelic
alcohol.
effect.
Well, weed's not chemically addictive. It's the habit of it that is addictive.
The habit,
yeah. So like I was addicted to it, but not chemically. Like my body could, if I just gave out, my body wouldn't crave anything or go fucking cold turkey, or wouldn't get shivers or anything. But my mind would be like, oh, I feel a bit stressed. Like, but I'm not. I've put that habit on there. Do you know what I mean? It's just a habit. Yeah. It's like if you walk in and you're fucking, as you said, you have a beer every time you come in. If you're only having one beer a day, you're not fucking gonna get addicted to beer. No. But you're addicted to the habit of coming in and what that makes you feel just in that.
For me, it's more the social aspect. Like in a social environment, if people are drinking, like I'd want to drink. Like, and it's like
But you drink anyway.
It goes all the way back to like when I was like 13 and I'd be staying around my dad, or like when I first started drinking with my dad, and we'd go up to the rugby club, which was like local to where we live in, and he'd be like, have a beer with me, and like at that point didn't like beer, like I was very young, didn't drink. Like, and then he'd be like, don't embarrass me in front of my mates, like have a beer.
Jeez.
So, yeah, no, honestly, and he's like, don't fucking embarrass me. So that then became like that's a regular thing I do with him. And then one of my mates' mum died when we was in like year 8, year 9, and like his escape was alcohol.
Right.
And his dad wanted him to have freedom, so we'd be around there like every week drinking from like year 8.
He's still going.
And then
bad.
I know, and I won't say his name, obviously. And then on the weekends, like I'd always be drinking with my dad. So for me now, it's a habit that's like 15 years old. But I've got a healthy relationship with it. It's like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's almost like I wonder what it'd be like if I'd never, or if it never started like that.
Yeah. Wow.
And if I cut it out completely now,
Well, you'd probably be like a
I feel like
binger.
I'm just. I feel it's like part of me now. So if I feel I'll get judged if I didn't drink, but that's just the dumbest thing. Like even saying it out loud.
But then that's
Yeah.
because
Like I'm the guy that drinks beer.
Yeah, but that's because your dad made you become
yeah.
that guy.
Yeah, and even it stems now. Like I don't want to let him down. Like when we went to like rugby club a few weeks ago, and that was when I was last with you here, and I said I was going to try keto for a bit,
Oh yeah.
and so I went and met my dad. Like we normally just have beer. Like our relationship is just drinking beer,
Right.
and I was like, oh, can you get me like a G&T? And he was like, no. I was like, no, Dad, seriously, like I actually want a G&T. He's like, don't be a fucking pussy. He's like,
Oh.
and bought me beer. I was like, brilliant. So
Yeah. Nice.
I could have just said to him like, fuck you, mate. But I just thought it's not worth the.
Yeah.
Just have a fucking beer. So I just
Oh.
say to myself like, I'm that guy that drinks beer.
Yeah.
Like,
Man.
I don't want to be that guy, damn it.
Yeah, well, that's not good.
But
is
at the
it?
same, but at the same time, it's not, for me, like, if it's been a long week or whatever, and you pop open that first beer, like, it does something to me, like, physically.
And I feel like that with weed as well. Yeah.
Like that first drag.
Just that first drag.
That
like,
first
oh,
sip's
yeah,
just
chill
like.
out. Maybe
But then
I've got an issue.
for me, it should stop there. Like,
Hmm.
why? Like last Saturday, for example, we went around a group of her friends because
Yeah.
her mate was getting married, so we watched it on Zoom, and I was one of two guys there. The other guy weren't really drinking, and they were having a bit of bubbly or whatever. I took 12 cans of Foster's to this little afternoon event, and I drank 10 of them, and I wasn't even pissed. And I was like,
I would have been fucked.
I was like, what? How am I? Why am I doing this? And how can I do it? Like, how's it got to a point where I'm drinking fucking 10 beers and I'm absolutely fine? I know it's out of a can, it's different, like,
Yeah.
and
That's
it's
still
fucking.
fucking a lot.
I know, and it's like the pure volume. I'm like, I'm pouring thousands of calories.
I remember just taking a 4-pack to a house party.
Yeah.
That was me done. That was
That's what I mean.
yeah.
I'm like, I buy it in excess because I don't want to run out.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem.
Yeah,
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 I'd
no,
say
it is.
that's a problem.
Yeah.
So rather than buying like 6, this is all fresh in my mind because I've been talking about it recently. But like, rather than buying 6 and being like, right, when I've done these 6, I'm done.
Mhm.
It's like how many? I better buy like 20 in case I hit like the 12 mark. Like,
Yeah.
in case
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
over that.
Well, that's the whole process why I'm not drinking at the moment,
Mm.
because that's how I am with everything else,
Oh.
and I don't want to become like that with drinking.
Yeah. 100%.
Because I probably will, because I haven't got anything else.
Yeah.
So I'd rather leave that at the moment, so I don't.
don't like. I only really started like a week before last.
Mm.
Went for a meal. I had a couple of glasses of wine with my meal, and then we went for a couple of cocktails. And I was like, "That's a good night, good little night." I've had like 4 drinks.
Yeah.
We'd normally
And-
call it in.
Yeah. Rather than just like beer after beer after beer.
Packet
Like,
Friday.
you don't do it with anything else, do you? Like,
Yeah.
it's excess.
Shit. Man.
Sorry, man, it's
Maybe-
about you.
No,
I
no,
was
it's
just
not.
ranted.
It's not about me at all. It's about you.
But I'm trying to relate to you, man. Like, I'm
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
say
Yeah,
that.
I respect that.
But it's also I'm doing Slimmer World, and we've got like, and we signed up to this like circuit thing. Like, I want to be able to say I was saying to Bill the other day, and don't really care, but apparently, but like I want to say to
Exactly,
myself
don't
in
care.
like 6 months, like I'm the fittest I've ever been. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Man, I remember one point during the whole COVID thing, I was the fittest. It's only the past, I'd probably say month, I just went downhill, I feel like. But at one point I was just like, this is probably the fittest I've ever been in my life. But I was so happy. And yeah, it's just the last, probably, yeah, just
it's hard to
over a month.
maintain that though, man.
See, I couldn't even do I was for months. I was up at 4 in the morning, getting to the gym at
That's,
5.
Wow. That's,
But I couldn't. That wasn't even I can't even do things like that because I became. I would be if I didn't go there. No, but if
It
I
didn't
didn't,
help.
if I didn't go on that day, that's my day ruined.
Mm.
So I even became addicted to like I can't do things in small
yeah.
doses. It's like
It needs
it's
to be
everything.
routine.
Yeah, it has
You're
to
like
be
me,
everything.
yeah.
And that's why it's just best to fucking do none of it.
Yeah.
Don't even not
Yeah.
today, Satan.
See, apart from that one thing, like I don't have an addictive personality. I don't need routine. Like I'm fairly happy just to be spontaneous and do what.
really.
the
See,
fuck.
I need a routine. It freaks me
Like,
out when I don't have
The
one.
only constant in my life is beer.
Wow.
You just got to think about the things you do have. Like
Yeah, man. No,
there's
like,
so much good in your life. Like,
Yeah, that's the thing, and that's what pisses me off, because I got everything's going right for me. I'm
You
not
still
just
feel
talking
down,
work-wise, but that's what it is. I'm just always feel down. I could be a millionaire, and there's just something just doesn't feel right.
Yeah, you have to find that.
And that's what's bothering me. I don't know
You're
what it is.
chasing something that's not gonna make you happy.
And I'm
probably. You
worried that
haven't
what
found
if
that
nothing's
thing.
there, and no matter what, I'm always going to be sad.
Yeah, that's a common. It's like people like Anthony Bourdain and shit like that. Fucking
Who's that again?
Well, Stephen
Why is that
Fry is
named
manic
Stephen
depressive,
the
and you
chef
look at him
that
and you think,
fucking.
Anthony Bourdain. Oh yeah, the guy that went around the
and he killed
world.
himself. He had everything, and he
Who?
was
Anthony
just
Bourdain?
Anthony Bourdain.
He killed himself?
Yeah, about a year or so ago.
That TV show on Netflix.
Yeah, he killed himself about a year or so ago. Yeah, maybe
didn't
2
know that.
years. Because he was just miserable. He just didn't, and that's the thing. Is
Whoa.
I think if you're always chasing material things, you'll fucking end up miserable. But like,
Should be grateful for what you
Yeah,
got.
yeah,
Like, live in
yeah.
the now, innit?
Like, yeah, it's so easily said than done.
Yeah, I know.
nah,
man.
it is, but it's also depends how much you want it. Depends how much you want to change.
Some days
it.
I'm just like, oh, I'm loving life. I'm doing so well. You know, I'm progressing with things. And some days I'm just like,
Yeah,
well, then what?
then you just enjoy that. As long as the lows don't become constant, as long as it's like this, that's how you're meant to live life.
Yeah.
But if you're like this, just make sure you're out of that bit.
Yeah.
You're in this bit longer than you are that bit. But that has to come.
Yeah.
That's how you progress. You
Last
find out
week, I
what
felt
you're
like I
unhappy
was
with.
literally at the bottom. And now it's just slowly there, but I feel like it's just level now. I'm not really going high.
Because that's like now, whenever I get the voice of kill yourself, mate. And I'm like, yeah, don't bother me as much because I'm alright. I'm happy, mate. Like,
Yeah.
when I'm down, and then that voice is coming. But now it's just like, nah, not today.
Nice,
mate.
nice.
Not today, like Nesh
But
Master.
that shit.
It's good to know I'm not going through
Yeah,
things
man.
by myself.
You
Like,
have them
man,
thoughts.
we've got our own issues and stuff.
And again, I've tried it. When in my old room, the lighting is off the fixing because I tried hanging myself with a tie. And
Fuck
found.
off. No
Yeah, man.
way.
Sounds
Sorry to hear
it
that,
sounds.
man.
Again, it wasn't because I was like, oh god, I fucking hate life, whatever. It was
When was
me
that?
going, I wonder what happens.
Did I know you?
Nah, man, I was probably about 14, 15. But again, it's not an unnatural thing to, because it's an easy way out. You're presented with and then it's like,
Yeah.
how you got to see it. I was watching this guy on fucking Rogan's
It's an easy
thing
way out.
talking about Bourdain, and he was crying about it because he said he murdered himself. He fucking murdered himself. Just see it as that, man. Like,
Yeah.
that was something that made me go, okay, I'm here. Like, focus,
Yeah,
rock on.
yeah.
Jack's ready to go, mate. We got to bounce.
Yeah, but no, I'm going to turn up anyway, it's all done. But no,
Don't
man, I
get
appreciate
getting
it.
too deep,
This
boys,
is,
that's all.
it's getting a bit deep, but no, this
That's the whole point.
good
This is what I
episode.
want. I want to go deep, baby.
I know, this is only just
Deep.
getting.
But that's the thing, man. That's why I live with this whole sober. I have to enjoy my own company first before I can. I have to work. Not work. I don't know. I'm not trying to work out, straighten things in my head. Just come to terms with them and go, this is how I am. This is.
Yeah.
But mate, I'll fucking
On that
do
note,
it, mate. I'll fucking come for you.
Fucking do it then.
Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, guys. Today I am going to make a new video, so please whatever. Please I want to reach 1 million likes, so please okay, thank you.